Hello and welcome all to our channel. Today we will do chapter number 8 from English book 5 of SCERT. The name of the chapter is Haryali Teej and it is about art and culture, and we will read about the festival. Once again, the name of the chapter is
Haryali Teej.
Alright, on the first page we see a picture. A few ladies seem to be singing and dancing. Shall we move ahead?
Yes.
Okay, once again, the first part you can always do with your teacher or your friends. We'll straight away move to the reading part of it. Reading now. Shravan, commonly called Sawan, is the month of rains. In this month, the festival of Haryali Teej is celebrated to welcome the rainy season. Haryali means greenery and Teej means the third day of the month. As per the legend, it is celebrated as the day of Lord Shiva and Parvati. This festival is also a sign of growth, prosperity, and greenery all around. It strengthens the bond of love and happiness in married life.
After the first shower of Sawan, the weather becomes cool and pleasant. The soil turns loose and soft. New plants start growing and there is greenery all around. A small red insect called Teej comes out from Earth's surface.
All men, women, and children feel happy and cheerful. People wear new and colorful clothes on this day. Girls sing folk songs and enjoy rides on the swings. They apply mehendi on their hands and wear colorful bangles. Women worship goddess Parvati. Boys fly kites. The scene at the home is equally festive. Gulgulas, suhalis, pudas, and many other tasty dishes are prepared on this occasion. Parents give gifts and sweets like ghevar and feni to their married daughters. People celebrate this festival with zeal and jest. Now, here we see the fair. We'll read about it.
Many fairs and games are organized on this occasion to celebrate this festival. Swings are set up in the open courtyards. Children go to the fairs with their friends and family members. A large crowd in colorful clothes gathers in the fair. There is a lot of hustle and bustle. Many stalls are set up. The vendors sell balloons, toys, bangles, dresses, and sweets. Children buy balloons, kites, flutes, toy cars, etc. They enjoy flying kites of different colors, shapes, and sizes. The sky is overcast with these kites, and children are heard shouting "Vokata" when a kite is snapped off. Women buy bangles, other items, and enjoy swing rides.
Okay, now we'll move on. So this picture shows few people, few children flying kites high in the sky. Many people, young as well as old, come to the fair from far and wide. Some of them come there to take part in wrestling and kabaddi matches, while many others come simply to watch and enjoy them. Winners get prizes, After the whole day of enjoyment, people return to their homes. So this is how we end the chapter. Uh, did you learn about the festival, Yashita?
Yes.
All right. Now we will move on to the exercise part of the chapter. First one is word meaning in context. Once again, I will read the words and Yashita will tell us the meanings. First word is celebrated.
This something enjoyable.
Insect.
Small animal, for example, a fly.
Pleasant.
Enjoyable.
Legend.
Story.
Dishes.
Food items.
Occasion.
A particular time.
Hustle and bustle.
A lot of activity.
Shower.
Rain.
Festive.
Joyful.
Vendors.
Person who sells things in the street.
Snapped.
Cut.
Okay. Great. We'll move on to the comprehension part where we see a few questions. So we'll read the questions and Yashita will help us with the appropriate answers. So the first question is, when is Teej celebrated?
The Teej is celebrated in the month of Shravan or Sawan.
Right. Second question is, what is the legend about Teej?
As per the legend, it is celebrated as the day of Lord Shiva and Parvati.
Great. And the third question is, what changes do you see in nature after the first shower of rain in the month of Sawan?
After the first shower of Sawan, the weather becomes cool and pleasant. The soil becomes soft and loose. New plants start growing and there is greenery all around.
All right. I would request Yashita to go a little slow. Next question is, how do people celebrate Teej? List the activities that people enjoy doing on this day.
First is girls sing folk dance and enjoy rides on the swings. Second is boys fly kites. And the third one is girls worship goddess Parvati.
All right, thank you. Next question is, what dishes are prepared on Teej?
Gulgulas, suhalis, pudas, and many other tasty dishes are prepared on Teej.
Great. Do you like gulgulas and pudas?
Yes.
Great. Next question is, name some items that children like to buy in the fair.
Children like to buy balloons, kites, flutes, toy car, etc.
Fantastic. So this is how we end the first part of question answers. Next is the second part in the comprehension exercise is about finding if the statements given are true or false. Okay. Now the first statement is, rains make the weather cool and pleasant.
It is true.
Okay. Do you enjoy the weather of rain?
Yes.
Okay. Second statement is, both boys and girls sing folk songs and enjoy rides on the swings.
It is false.
Because?
The only girls sing folk songs and enjoy rides on the swings.
Right, as per the chapter. Okay. Third statement is boys apply mehendi on their hands.
It is false.
Okay. Fourth statement is parents give gifts and sweets to their sons and daughters.
It is false.
Because they give gifts only to
Daughters.
their married daughters.
Yes.
Fifth statement is the sky is overcast with kites.
It is true.
And the sixth statement is everyone takes part in wrestling and kabaddi matches.
It is false.
So not everyone takes part, right?
Yes.
Okay. And the last statement here is the Teej fair is full of noise and fun.
Yes. True.
Okay, great. Now moving on to the vocabulary part of the exercise. We have the first exercise here. It says we need to make meaningful words from the jumbled letters. So there are jumbled letters given here, and we need to make the meaningful words in the second column. You ready, Yashita?
Yes.
Okay, the first one is RIAN.
Rain.
SNGWIS.
Swings.
Okay. Next is VONERDS.
Vendors.
We are not going by the numbers here. We're going like from top to down. Next is CRBELATEE.
Celebrate.
Celebrate. Okay. YNOUG.
Young.
Great. Oh, sorry, I said the word GAERT.
Great.
Next one is EONJY.
Enjoy.
FTLEUS.
Flutes.
RUTREN.
Return.
And the last is BAGNLES.
Bangles.
All right, great. Now we'll move on to the second part of vocabulary exercise. Here it is asking us to make or use the opposite words of the underlined words. Right? These are the underlined words. We need to write the opposite of these words in the blanks. Okay. Okay, let's do one by one. Okay. First, you say, Yashita.
First is, it is very cool in the shade while it is very hot in the sun.
So the opposite of
Cool is hot.
All right. Second is a coconut is soft inside, but it is very hard outside. So hard is the opposite of soft.
Third is, my school opens at 8 a.m. and closes at 2:30 p.m. and the opposite of opens is closes.
Great. Next is a neat and clean place looks pleasant while a dirty place looks unpleasant. So we have written unpleasant as the opposite of pleasant. Next.
His trousers are loose at the bottom but tight at the top. So the loose, the opposite of loose is tight.
Sixth is, after the match, the winners were happy while the losers were sad. So the opposite of underlined word happy is sad. Next.
Seventh is, highways are wide where whereas streets are narrow. The opposite of wide is narrow.
Okay, the last one is an aeroplane which is generally very large appears very small in the sky. So the opposite of large is small. Great, you're done with this one. We are moving on to the third part of it, where it is about twin words. So it says there are two examples given, hustle and bustle, far and wide. These twin words always go together and add greater emphasis to what we want to say. So emphasis means to give more impression. If we want to say something with more impression, then these twin words help us. Okay. So basically we need to fill in the blanks using these words given in the box. So the first is
Ups and downs. Second is sun and shower. Third is day and night. Next one is nears and dears. Next one is thick and thin. And another one is here and there. Next is bread and butter. And the next is spick and span. And the last one is my hook or crook.
by hook or crook.
Yes.
Right. Okay, great. This was fun. So do you know what spick and span is? Spick and span is neat and clean.
Yes.
All right. And by hook or crook means doing something no matter what. Right?
No matter how.
No matter how. Correct. Okay. So these are basically it's a crossword, and we need to find out a few festivals that are hidden in this grid. We have already identified them. We'll help you with these words. Can you tell us, Yashita?
Yes. Eid, Christmas,
This one is Christmas.
and Dashera,
Mm-hmm.
Pongal,
Mm-hmm.
Baisakhi is already done,
This is done.
and Diwali.
Diwali. Great. Do you think there could be more? No.
No.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Moving on to the grammar exercise. Now here we see a box with few words. So we need to classify these words. We need to put these words under two different columns. One is of noun and one is of adjective. So basically we need to tell which words are noun and which words are
Adjective.
adjectives. Okay. All right. And the nouns are
Teach, bangles, children, balloons.
wait. Let's do this way. I'll say the word from here. You'll tell us if it's a noun or an adjective. All right.
Okay.
Teach,
Noun,
rainy,
adjective,
happy,
adjective,
bangles,
noun,
clothes,
noun,
Haryana,
noun,
colorful,
adjective,
children,
noun,
big,
adjective,
old,
adjective,
balloons,
noun,
sweet,
adjective,
pleasant,
adjective,
plant,
plant is noun,
cheerful,
adjective,
tasty,
tasty is adjective,
fair,
fair is noun,
suhalis.
sualis is noun.
Great. So there are things, places, or people. They are all nouns. And any word that tells us about the nouns,
Describing.
describing words are called
Adjective.
adjectives. Right. Great. This was a good learning exercise. Okay, now we will move on to the second part of the same exercise. It says, read the following paragraph. After the first shower of Sawan, the weather becomes cool and pleasant.
The soil turns loose and soft.
New plants start growing and there is greenery all around.
A small red insect called Teej comes out from Earth's surface.
Alright, so the verbs in bold are in the simple present tense. These are the verbs: becomes, turns, start, comes. These are verbs and are in the simple present tense. The simple present tense is used to
Express habits.
write habits such as
He takes milk at breakfast. Second is she goes for a morning walk daily.
right. So these are the habits of he and she, these two people. Second is to express repeated actions or events. So that actions or events that happen repeatedly.
Yes.
For example,
We go to school every morning.
so we go to school every morning, which means it is getting repeated. So that's why it's called simple present tense. Second is
People wear new clothes on festivals.
it's a repeat exercise action. That's why simple present tense. Third is,
To express universal truth.
and the examples are
What water boils at 100 degree Celsius.
Celsius. Okay, so we know it's a truth that water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. So that's why it is simple present tense. Second is
The sun rises in the east.
right. So sun is always seen to be rising from the east direction. So that's universal truth. That's why it is simple
Present tense.
right. Okay, now this is something that we have learned. So there are certain rules to change verbs in the simple present tense. Those are, we form the present tense by adding s or es to the first form of the verb if the subject is he, she, it, or singular nouns. Okay, so we will add either s or es or sometimes ies as well when it is a singular noun, one thing or one person noun. Okay, all right. And if it's first person noun, it is always without adding s. For example, subject is I, you, we, they. So the verb is
Learn
and the rest of the sentence is,
English at school.
can you say the full sentence?
I learn English at school.
Right. Here the subject is, could be he, she, it, Rahul, Reema. Verb,
Rahul learns English at school.
right. Okay. When the subject of a sentence is third person singular, the verb will change as shown below. So when verbs end in o, ch, sh, ss, x or z or es is x or z, es is added to the first form of the verb. So go becomes
Goes,
catch, becomes
catches,
wash, becomes
washes,
kiss, becomes
kisses,
fix, becomes
fixes,
buzz, becomes
buzzes,
becomes
becomes.
right. Okay. Similarly, we have few more words. When verbs end in y, preceding a consonant. So consonants are the letters that are not A, E, I, O, U, right?
Vowels.
That are not vowels,
Yes.
right? So when a consonant, just before the Y there is a consonant, for example R before Y, R before Y, then this Y is removed and IES is added. Okay, example is marry,
Marries.
study,
Studies.
carry,
Carries.
worry,
Worries.
right? And when verbs end in Y preceding a vowel, now earlier there was a consonant, now before Y it's a vowel, A, O, A, only S is added. Earlier it was IES, now only S. First word is play,
Plays.
enjoy becomes,
Enjoys.
say becomes.
Says.
Alright. Now after this learning, we will fill these blanks with the appropriate forms of the verbs. Can you speak up? Can you say the sentences?
Rajan lives in a village.
So the verb is
Lives.
right.
I play kabaddi daily. The verb is play. Third is we sing prayer in the morning assembly. Verb is sing. Fourth is the sun sets in the west. The verb is sets. And the last one is fifth one. The farmers work in their fields. The verb is work.
Right. So wherever you see singular, so Rajan is singular, we add S, lives. We are first person, so we do not add anything, we simply keep it play and sing. The sun is singular, we add S, it becomes sets. Farmers are plural, we do not do anything, we simply put it as work. Okay, great learning. Now moving on to the third part, it is about rearranging the jumbled words. Earlier there were jumbled letters. Now there are jumbled words to make meaningful sentences. So the first one, the words are rains, the month of is Shravan. Can you make a meaningful sentence?
Yes. Shravan is the month of rains.
Apply girls on their hands mehndi.
Girls apply mehndi on their hands.
Fly boys kites.
Boys fly kites.
Goddess Parvati, women worship.
Women worship goddess Parvati.
Many stalls set up in the fair are.
Many stalls are set up in the fair.
Okay, last one is greenery all around is there.
There is greenery all around.
Fantastic. Great. This is how we end the chapter. Once again, the last part of listening and speaking, you can always do with your friends and your teacher. But then, of course, you can always leave your comments if you want to do these exercises as well with us. All right. So, what did you learn? What festival did you learn about?
Teej.
Haryali Teej, right? And it is celebrated during the month of
Sawan
Sawan,
or Shravan.
right? And it's the month of rains.
Yes.
Great. So it was fun learning about the festival and the season. You liked it?
Yes, I liked it.
Fantastic. All right then. Once again, thank you for watching. Thank you. Have a good time ahead. Bye bye.
Bye bye.